I'm sorry?
You cut your hair since last year.
Yeah, actually, just a couple months ago, I got it's this the great thing about this job is that you always get a different job and something new of course, I only did it a couple months ago, which means that I can't talk about it.
Okay.
And it'll
I know what it is. No,
yeah.
He won't tell anybody.
But it'll be but that's the cool thing. You never know what you might be doing next. But what happened next for me was I had to shave my head. So but it'll be interesting, definitely. So what's up, guys? What's new in your world?
So season 3 is getting wrapped up. Season 4 apparently is in full effect. What are your hopes and dreams for season 4?
I have no idea when seasons start or end. We don't really stop working unless they stop, and they keep those guys in a cave and just like with a riding crop and just make them put out more and more scripts, and we just keep recording. We've done like over 150 episodes, in just a few years. So there really hasn't been a whole lot of downtime. We just hear kind of they're like well, we're starting to wrap up this season. We're like, oh really? Oh, are we doing it anymore? And then
does that mean we're on hiatus? Yeah, you'll have like a 2-week hiatus.
Yeah, exactly, 2 week or not, and then they'll be like, oh, that 2-week hiatus? Yeah, we're gonna record 4 episodes during that hiatus. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It's every actor's dream, though, right?
Oh yeah.
You know what? Nobody is complaining.
Oh, man.
Yeah. The guys that they don't let out of the dungeon, who are drawing, constantly. I mean, we come in on a Friday afternoon or a Friday morning and record for 4 hours, and
then
those
we
guys
leave. These guys have to come up with scripts for the next episodes for the next week.
Exactly, and literally they're like racking their brains. And fortunately, we hang out and cut up long enough for them to come up with something from that we talked about. I was talking about Game of Thrones, the other day, and that's why they ended up putting that image on the side of the Warner Brothers thing. Because I wouldn't shut up talking about Game of Thrones. Of course, they made me Hodor. I'm like, that's all right, man. That's all right. Hey, I had a purpose and a destiny.
Teen Titans Go has had a few crossovers. Are there any crossovers you'd like to do in Teen Titans Go?
Oh yeah, you know what? Well, we did my favorite crossover, which is the Golden Girls.
Oh yeah, you gotta give it up for B. Arthur.
Exactly, and they're recurring. Let's not forget Rue McClanahan.
I want to bring back Pretty Pretty Pegasus because you and I got to do Butterball and whatever.
That's right. Yeah.
Man, we did that guy, and then who was the guy that you did, man?
Let's see. I think he was more like this. He was here. Yeah. Some more Pretty Pegasus. That'll work. That will work out. Let's see. We had kind of our 18 episode. Yeah. We do a lot of 80s, throwback stuff. We should
Webster references.
We should do a Star Trek. We haven't done a Star Trek. That's what we should do. You know what?
Paramount's letters are on my phone right now.
You know what? Star Journey. Exactly. Ball of Gas Journey.
On our show,
that's a very different.
That would work. Feature Beast Boy.
Exactly. Yeah. That's Beast Boy's trip to the bathroom. Yeah.
Speaking of rated roads, could you do a little bit of The Night Begins to Shine?
Say again?
Could you do a little bit of The Night Begins to Shine?
I love that song, man. It's so, and my daughters, I know, my daughters, like literally, there was a time that they would play like one song and then The Night Begins to Shine, and then play another song and then The Night Begins to Shine. But it was like the palette clearer was always The Night Begins to Shine.
But do you remember the first episode that it was in briefly?
Yeah.
You and me and Hendon, who plays Starfire, were all about that song.
Yeah.
And for weeks after, we'd play it in between takes just to make ourselves laugh. And Tara and Greg were like, And then when we did the 40%, 20%, they drank the Kool-Aid and they got on board.
Exactly. And they understood what we were talking about.
All Titans understand the awesomeness of the night.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I still can't believe that it wasn't an actual hit in the 80s, that we brought back, It's so awesome. And they're doing some more cool stuff with that song. That's not that's not the last you've heard of The Night Begins to Shine. It continues to shine and will shine on for many moons to come. Absolutely.
When you think of your roles and your characters overall, like what's the thing that stands out the most? Like when you're in the booth with your castmates, or when you're thinking about your part, like what is it?
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, when I'm thinking about Teen Titans, it's more of it's like how lucky we are to have been doing this for this long. There's I told Scott, I was like,
he's been doing it so long, you forgot my name.
Yeah, no, but I was like, dude, this is like Scooby Doo. It's like we do one version of it, and then we'll do another version of it, and then we'll get in a van and we'll do another version of it. But it's like these 5 characters, there's some kind of synergy that works, and the old Teen Titans show and this show, they're so different. But there's something about them that works, and we just got really lucky, and it's like a family community that I don't think we're ever going to stop doing some version of Teen Titans, Yeah. Knock on wood.
It keeps going.
Exactly.
Now let me ask you this: when you voice Cyborg, do you picture in your head the Cyborg from the original series or the Cyborg from Go?
Honestly, I don't even think of it that way. I literally just think I think of him as more me than I do one version of it. Because it was my first job, and I was really just being me, happy to have an audition, and so I was exuberant and big and happy about it, and so for me, Cyborg really is more just me in a different movie, So if the old Cyborg, although it was silly as well, but when he got serious, it was literally, my adolescent self, just being me, it's more than any other character that I've done. Yeah, I would say.
What do you think about your version in Batman vs Superman? What do you think when you saw the Cyborg?
Well, I think you probably need more of him.
He's still supposed to get his own movie.
That's true.
Right.
I feel like a proud papa, because I don't think that there would be a Cyborg in a Justice League movie or a standalone Cyborg movie without Teen Titans and that being as big a success as it was. They'd still be doing more Green Lantern. To get hey man, we got to get a black dude in there somewhere. I feel really proud that we kind of took this character that I knew growing up. I had New Teen Titans comic book growing up and a Cyborg comic book growing up, but it wasn't like a household name,
right.
And now it's kids growing up, that's just one of those heroes, and so I'm pretty proud of that.
Scott, I'm going to actually ask you your question. So when you think of Robin, which version of Robin do you think of?
I always picture the Robin from the original series. Even in this one. That's like I stand the same way as I stood when I voiced him, and
That's funny.
But I never thought about it until this moment, so that's why it popped into my head. So that's why I wanted to know.
Right. No, but that honestly, it makes sense because in a way I still do think. I mean, you think of the original because they just give you more of a chance to really like explore his neuroses.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
for sure.
Like he was as neurotic as Teen Titans
Totally.
go, Robin, but
He was
he
just
wouldn't
better at
say
covering it.
Exactly. He'd go to his room,
Yeah.
and look at that mask of Slade and just see, But it's in this one, you're in there, you're going, why? It's awesome.
I have deep you guys are into your own continuity. That's amazing.
But that's the cool thing is that we actually love these characters and this show. One of the great things I love about coming and doing the Comic Cons all over is that we get to connect with the audiences, right? But on top of that, we actually love these stories of these characters. So it's like just catching up with friends or someone that you'd meet anywhere, and it happened to be like your favorite show on television, and we end up getting to talk about it. It's fun for them because they happen to be talking to the people who are doing it, but we honestly and genuinely like these stories, so it's pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome.
How was it to work with Weird Al?
You know what? It was way too quick. He was in and out.
in and out.
It was lucky that I was in the booth. Yeah, I was in the booth with him because they had already recorded, and he came in to do his part. I kept screwing up my lines just so that he would hang out.
He was cool, man. He was exactly how you think he'd be.
Yeah,
nice and friendly, and he went in and crushed it.
Yeah, absolutely crushed it. And it was a lot of fun, and everybody is starstruck, with and you think about like you see a big movie star and you're like, oh wow, but Weird Al Yankovic had everybody, even Michael Jelenic, who's like, this is him being starstruck. That's as excited as he gets, but he was like, man, I really wanted a picture with Weird Al.
This is our producer who hired him. I'm like, dude, you could have taken a picture with him.
Exactly. And I had to literally be like, Michael would like you to take a picture with him. It was awesome.